I can't, dude. I might just take a shit in the cinema when they say that.
Yeah.
Local man defecates.
Defecates in cinema aisle.
Dragging ass out. And he's kicking and screaming with poop coming out. He's like, a man can't express his opinion.
Unhand me! Are you grabbing my penis?
A fine, delicious poop.
Yes.
Nerderotic.com.
Let's go through Chris Gore and Alan coming out of the theater.
They've finally come out.
They're coming out of the theater and they're like, we are
As a happy couple. We are gay.
Holding hands. It was beautiful. I cried. Ugly tears.
Go to Film Threat, by the way.
Yeah, subscribe to Film
Threat. Give them a like.
But this is their out of theater reaction.
Here we are, Alan, with our out of the theater review of the Odyssey, our social media reaction.
Christopher Nolan.
What do you think?
I was bored out of my mind.
No.
I checked out on this movie pretty much from the beginning. The sound was awful. I couldn't understand dialogue.
Dude.
And then
I'm almost certain that's going to be me. I'm going to say I was bored out of my mind. I've been paranoid that's going to be my reaction for a while. Oh, no.
The person I know who saw it last week, like, completely echoed what Alan said. They used the term pretentious, boring, and they brought, like, the Nolan sound thing isn't funny anymore. If it's the case with this,
isn't funny anymore.
It's not funny anymore.
Every single film. What is wrong with this guy's
audio? We're calling this guy a genius, and he can't mix sound. Like, that's basic shit. Okay, and it is not bullshit. It's not some kind of meme. I watched Interstellar again on my Atmos 5.1 fucking badass, which everything else works fine. You have to have your volume next to you because when there's a big scene, it like shakes your house with which is awesome with the subwoofer. But then when people start talking, you got to turn it up. So you got to turn the movie up and down. That's not a good experience. That's a fucking annoying experience. And people just kind of laugh it off because it's Nolan. But like, Jesus Christ, it wasn't there as much. Correct me if I'm wrong with Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer's sound was fine. I never had a single problem with the sound in Oppenheimer.
But it was mainly just people talking.
Well, like Prestige,
remember the whole Bane voice thing? Tenet apparently had terrible sound.
Dark Knight was fine. Dark Knight Rises was not. Prestige was good. Memento's good.
Prestige's was fine.
Yeah.
Insomnia's was fine. So what? I don't know.
I don't recall Steven Spielberg having fucking audio problems.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's like a meme with him, but as you now pointed out, it's like, it needs to not be a meme, Mr. Nolan.
Yeah, we need to stop.
My fear is that I am going to come out and go, this was boring.
Oh, my fear relates to the part where I'm in the theater and I look at my watch, it's been an hour, and I'm like, fuck, it's still got so much left.
How long is it, Gary?
Almost it's 2 hours, 40-something minutes.
Oh, sweet
man.
Jesus.
Which I think is short for the Odyssey. I think the Odyssey should be fucking 4 hours. I do. And I was excited for this.
But it's going to feel longer than that.
Started to understand dialogue and realize how bad the dialogue is. This is the most pretentious movie I've seen all year. And I can't wait to not see this movie again.
The thing that didn't work for me most.
The other thing as well is like Nolan has a problem of slipping into the pretentious. Like it's one of his fucking pitfalls. So boring and pretentious. Like, oh no.
Oppenheimer was really pretentious. That was my criticism of it.
Now let's slip to Chris's response.
Was the accents, the way they spoke, I felt diminished the film. It felt too modern, and in a way, it kind of felt like El Topo. Alejandro Jodorowsky's El Topo was like a modern Western.
Wait, pause for a second.
This felt like.
Was Alan insinuating that somebody says "fuck yeah" in there?
Well, he said "f yeah,"
but Alan's not going to use bad language because he's
exactly.
Yeah, but I think you're right. Like the point he's making is that they say that in the movie at some point.
I hope not.
I mean, it's bad enough when he was, let's go.
Let's Go was just horrific.
And the framing of that scene as well in the trailers.
Well, he looks
horrendous.
He's waddling a bit. He's like, doesn't feel strong.
A modern epic, and just look, there are parts that drag, especially the first half. But then there are also moments, in particular with the Cyclops, I thought were great. The fall of Troy, I thought the witch with Samantha Ward, she was very good. And the way they the soldiers transform, I'm not going to go into detail there. I thought that was very clever, but for the most part, I'm still marinating on it. It's not a disaster, but I'll say the controversial casting.
I've got to say to Chris here, when what you say about a film is it's not a disaster, that's not a good thing.
Well, it sounds like it might be a disaster.
Yeah, Alan's about to say it is, but it's like it's really bad when you got to say this film isn't a disaster. Close. You know, it's a fucking gnat
really
away,
skimming the disaster line. You know,
ooh.
Not a big deal.
It's not that big a deal because of screen time.
Right. They might as well be cameos.
They're really not in the movie.
Wait for
much.
it.
Although Elliot Page as Sinan is the greatest soldier I've ever known. It was called that in the movie. That's like a line.
By the way, Sinan, who isn't even in the Iliad or the Odyssey,
Who was specifically brought in so Nolan can cast Elliot Page. We suspected they would be small roles, but when something like that is said in it, kind of rips you out of the movie.
You know, it's one of those things where you see a Nolan film the first time, you're like, why do you do this and that? And then the second time you see it, maybe it bothers you less.
It's not going to happen.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm seeing it the second time on Thursday.
Here's my big thing. That was Matt Damon on screen. That was Anne Hathaway on screen. That was Tom Holland on screen. There was no characterization, no effort to say, I'm playing this character. I'm seeing Matt Damon and Hathaway.
See, that's what I've been saying, is when I've been seeing the trailers, I'm just seeing Matt Damon. I'm not seeing Odysseus there at all. I didn't like the casting for Odysseus and Matt Damon, who's straight white man. Not saying that there's anything wrong with Matt Damon as a person. Apparently he's a bit of a sweetie pie, but whatever. But I just didn't see him as Odysseus. And judging from the trailers as well, and the modernity of the language, and it's just like, let's go.
Let's go.
Let us go.
Bayeki thump.
Forward.
With everyone. And it just doesn't feel part of the period.
I don't like that the colors were muted. It felt very muted. It should have been grand and colorful, and it wasn't that. And I thought the music, it's not the best for a Nolan film. Usually the score carries the movie a lot. This one didn't.
A lot of drumming.
The Travis Scott song over credits.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see it at the Academy Awards.
You won't. I will say.
I'm going to stick around because I have to hear this Travis Scott rap at the end of the Odyssey. I have to hear it. And get the end credit scene of I'm putting a Grecian team together.
This movie will probably win a lot of technical Oscars, and it is guaranteed to win an Oscar for casting. And there's a reason for that. There's a lot I want to say that I can't. It's this initial reaction, and my reaction is not a disaster, but mixed. And for Alan,
Disaster.
not a disaster, mixed. Okay, we'll talk more later this week.
Friday, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday and Friday.
Wow. Wow. That is not high praise.
Well, you're starting to hear some more reviews like that now.
By the way, Alan liked Chong-Chi, by the way.
Yeah, Chris likes She-Hulk.
Chris like the Flash.
Yeah. rolling down the Mediterranean in my big boat, slapping the Cyclops.
You're the greatest soldier I've ever known. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking laugh. I'm gonna actually actively laugh in the cinema at that.
Is that before or after the poo?
During. I'm gonna be laughing
at one.
As I've said, the trailers haven't grabbed me.
Nope.
In actual fact, I thought the third trailer in particular was actually really poor. I've always been concerned that this is going to be a torrid, miserable, boring affair. And but you know what I mean? When I see it, maybe I'll come out.
Maybe you'll come out. No,
this is amazing. It is actually subverting my expectations.
They're playing with time a little bit, like they do in the story. We talked to somebody yesterday who saw it. He couldn't really say much, but and it's kind of episodic in its adventures.
All right.
Well, yeah, there's sirens. Then there's
is there sirens though? From a couple reviews, they said, which could be fake, by the way. So I don't know that they're absent.
What if there were sirens?
They're not
going to be like beautiful women creatures that are trying to entice men.
Cersei, the witch, is supposed to be beautiful. She ain't.
Well, that's Samantha Morton.
Yeah.
Yeah. No offense to Samantha Morton, but
no,
I'm good, thanks.
We will see. That's the horror scene that everybody's talking about. The scene with Cersei, when some critics have said there's just a horror scene in it. That's it.
Well, if people know the Odyssey, they know what Cersei does to the soldiers.
Yep,
she's very nice to them.
She's really nice to them.
Yeah, she cooks them a Sunday roast, and they're like, "Wow, cheers, Petal."
And she gets really mad because Petal is misogynist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The conversation and the arguments are already crazy around this, and like most people haven't seen the movie. Just wait till next weekend. It's going to be nuts.
It inspires so much excitement and passion to enjoy the movie, not at all to prepare to talk about the movie.
Oh no, Mahler. Okay, so we'll just say it now. There's multiple sides. This is a multiple front battle. All right, you're going to have Nolan Bros. You're going to have cinephiles, which are separate things. You're going to have uber right-wing commentators who are already out there going, if you go to the movie, you're supporting the death of Western civilization. It's like, okay, well,
now, we've got a job to do.
Yeah, we've
got a job
if you're talking about content, and one was aimed specifically at YouTubers, and it's like, no, it's my job.
Yes.
And sometimes we have to pay, and I'm not really sure my $20 will make the difference anyway. But I have to pay. I could steal it, but I don't steal. So I go and watch it in a theater as it's meant to be watched, and review it because, as Mahler says a lot, and he's right, is knowledge is power. We have to know what the fuck we're talking about. You can make all these assumptions and speculation based on, experience and past belief, but you don't really know until you see the movie.
Trailers are there. Trailers are there to market your film. Yeah. So you can speak about the trailers and go through and break down the trailer as much as you want, and you've got every right to do so. And you've got every right to say what vibe you're getting from the trailer. Because if you're getting a bad vibe from the trailer, then to me, that says that you're not doing the trailer right, Yeah. I mean, how many times do we go and see the trailer for 28 years later was great. And then the film was god awful.
I mean, this argument comes up time and time and time again. And, for the new people listening, we have to reset. This is our job. This is what we do. You want to be good at your job. Knowledge is power. You need to watch as much as possible. You need to know as much as possible. And so you don't get things wrong, like Fox News running with Elliot Page playing Achilles when it wasn't playing Achilles. When Elliot clearly wasn't playing Achilles at that point, but they still ran with it. So you don't want to come out looking stupid, right?
Yeah, there's also just, you want to kind of point it out if they do something right, or if there's something strange going on in the thing that was not talked about. It's just being thorough and knowledgeable on the topic. And then you can be authentic about what you think of it instead of running solely with, vibes or what other people are saying.
Yeah, vibes. Oh.
I mean, Chris liked the Cyclops section. The Cyclops section is one of the kind of, as a kid, I remember, it's kind of like one of the most scary, interesting bits of the Odyssey, certainly to get their journey underway. And I'm hoping that I get some stuff out of this fucking film. I really do. But
I was looking forward to this movie when it was announced. I'm like, let's go. Not sure if he's the right guy for Odyssey, but fuck it. I want to see this movie. I've been wanting to see this adapted into a big budget movie forever.
Such a fan that he even quoted the movie before he knew that was a quote from the movie. Let's go.
Oh God, I hate modernity. I do. I fucking hate it.
What listening to him in an interview saying modern audience.
Oh, all of them been talking about the modernization.
And Christopher fucking Nolan saying it is just like, wow.
Oh, and how many of the reviews, by the way, that have been coming out from the, what we would call shill media, how many of them have said not just modern retelling, but that it differs greatly from the source material anyway? So just what exactly are we going to get here?
We'll find out in a couple of days.
About 3 days' time.
Oh, boy.
About 3 days' time.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.